I want to warn you that the video we are about to play is violent and disturbing. It was just released by police, and we are now seeing the first time what happened to a Florida college student permanently disfigured in a brutal beatdown in East London. It happened a couple months ago. They're just releasing it now because they're trying to find the guys who did it. And now there are questions about whether the attackers are self-appointed Muslim patrols, gangs of young Islamic extremists vowing to enforce Sharia law in their neighborhoods. Ryan Mauro is a national security analyst from the Clarion project, which works to call attention to incidents like this. Ryan, why do we believe this is a group of Islamic extremists?
Because this sort of Muslim patrols have actually been going on since 2011. They're connected to a man named Anjem Chowdhury, a man who I've interviewed, who's a radical Islamic preacher, openly says that they need to institute Sharia law in non-Muslim countries. They actually declare certain areas near London as Sharia enforcement zones and put up yellow stickers declaring it as such.
So this is an American student who's over there to, quote, advance his studies. He's walking down the street. What was his sin that they beat him for?
He was drinking beer.
Which is against Sharia law.
Exactly. And so they protest against that and things like push-up bras or cursing or gambling or anything that is in violation of Sharia law. They believe that they are entitled to put an end to it.
Is this a European problem?
No, it's a problem that actually exists here in the United States. There's an ongoing problem where Islamists, radical Muslim forces, create enclaves where they can begin gradually implementing Sharia law. And that's happening even here in the United States.
Like where?
Well, there's a place that's actually called Islamberg in New York State. It's a place that I've visited. It's about 60 acres large, and it's run by a group called Jamaat ul-Fuqra that's linked to a Pakistani cleric.
What do they do in Islamberg? This is a place, they named it Islamberg, I take it?
Right, when you go there, there was a sign. They've since changed the sign.
This is the video that you gave this to us, of Islamberg?
Right, that's the video that law enforcement provided to me, showing the women in military fatigue getting guerrilla warfare training.
This is in New York State?
This is in New York State.
And what's their plan, to bring Sharia to New Yorkers?
Right, according to the State Department, this is a violent Islamic sect that wants to purify Islam through violence, and they exist here in the United States.
But how frequent is this? I mean, you've got this thing up in New York, you've got this incident in London. Is this, greater, wider than that?
Yes, they have places in South Carolina, in Georgia, around the country, and we're continuing to investigate and find more of these places. They call them villages. They say that there's 22 of them around the country.
How do they get away with what they did to this kid in London? I mean, why has there been no arrest?
Well, this is what's really shocking, is that if it was just a group of gang members, you could say this is the type of thing that just happens here or there. The fact that the authorities haven't been able to identify those that attacked that individual indicates that there's radicalism around where that took place.
Look at that picture. That is so disturbing. He had 23 stitches inside, on the outside, additional stitches inside. He had deep slash wounds to his head and around his eye. He has permanent scarring and disfigurement. And the question is, where's the justice for him? Ryan, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you.
Very disturbing. We'll bring you an update on that. Hopefully, we could report an arrest in the days to come. Well,